Yes, sir! And we're fucking live, man. It's about goddamn time to get this shit cracking.
Alright, it's shooting the shit with Ace and Zeus.
And we're live.
We're just two guys from the south side of Chicago talking about our life experiences and just whatever the fuck's going on, man. We cover everything from A to Z.
Baby.
So, before we started this motherfucker, we just had some crazy ass shit happen. Nothing too serious. It's just fucking life, man. It was hilarious. We'll get into it in the podcast. But before any of that shit, we got to talk about what the fuck's going on. Because we are from South C, South Chicago, Chi-Town. And we just want to tell you guys our story. And we ain't going to get personal. We're just going to tell you what the fuck we see. So, I mean, aside from all this shit that's going on, the speculation with all these women getting killed and all that, man, I just want to put it out there. Look after your own, man. Ain't nobody gonna fucking look after your people. Ain't nobody gonna look after your kids.
Guys, you got kids, you got wives, you got girlfriends. Escort them to the bus. If your old lady takes the bus, if she's got to get out the house in the morning, get in the car, and her bike and her car is parked a couple houses down, dude, go there and walk with your woman, walk with your kid, man. You gotta do this, alright? Because it's fucking dangerous out here. These motherfuckers out here, they kidnapping chicks. I believe there was 4 females that were
this is all speculation, though.
No, it was 4 females. Four females that were captured. I believe one of them was found dead, and they were all like in the radius of, I want to say, maybe 5 miles, bro. They were all around that very same area.
Chicago is, I mean, everybody.
There's a fucking rapists out there, fucking guys.
Small. Man, there's something going on, and especially, I mean, the fact that the police are coming out with a statement saying that it's not like you guys gotta hold your horses, basically. You know, saying that you know, don't jump to assumptions so quick that think it's a serial killer, serial rapist, or whatever. But I mean, what do you want the people to think? These are people that were known by the fucking communities and got picked up somehow and ended up fucking a few days later in a trash can, man. So I'm just saying,
you know what, Eddie Johnson, you fuck. Stop telling these people not to worry about this fucking serial killer and everything is okay. No, everything is not okay. The people out here with wives, kids, yeah, they shouldn't feel that way. They should feel scared. They should feel the right to bear arms. They should feel the right to protect their fucking blood. Alright? Don't tell people that everything is alright, because that's what I heard this morning. That this dude is supposedly not a serial killer. I feel like you need to treat this as if this is a serial killer. Because one day, you might wake up, your girl, your kid is missing. You don't want to fucking feel that, and I know I wouldn't.
No, definitely. Nobody would. But at the same time, I feel like we shouldn't, everybody's saying that we shouldn't make a big deal out of this, but you know what? This is what we need. It's better than all this shit going unnoticed like it usually does. At least everybody's like, yo, man, these are people from my fucking neighborhood that I know that are going missing and ended up in fucking trash cans. So you know what? We got to talk about this shit.
And it didn't fucking too happen far from here. But without further ado,
very special guest today.
On today's podcast, we got our very first guest. He ain't far from here.
Yep, longtime friends.
On today's podcast, we got our guy Dro. And for some of you that are asking how Dro is spelled, it's fucking Dro with a J. Because my man don't do the D like that, alright?
That's right.
A.K.A. Drosif, A.K.A. Droski, man. Let him know what's up, bro.
What's up, people? Just chilling, man. I'm honored. First motherfucker in there, you know. Thanks, guys, for
all day, man.
Bringing me in.
Our first guest on, I believe it's episode 4. If I'm correct, is that correct?
Hell Ace? Yeah, man. What do you mean if you're correct, bro? This is our podcast, homie.
I feel like we've done 150. Feel me? 150 tray.
Straight up, man. Because you know what? Technically, we do this every fucking day. We just, talk about everything. But this is our shit right here, man.
the beauty about this and about us starting podcasting is us practicing. So from time to time, me and Ace would literally just shoot the shit.
Right.
Hence our title. Feel me? But continuing on with the whole Chicago shit. Aside from all these fucked up things happening in the city, maybe my guy over here, Drosky, might fill us in on what's going on with the Tekashi 6ix9ine and Chief Keef situation.
Dude,
personally, I feel like we should have brought this up about a week ago, but I fucked up. We kind of forgot, but that's what happens when you shoot the shit. We talk about everything, and maybe some of the things may not be important, but today it seems interesting. So, Dro, man, let them know, man. How you feel about the situation, bro?
Man, just the whole point of him coming over here is just like a waste of time, you know. Just I feel like I don't understand the whole point. I guess maybe for the followers and shit, but for him bringing the feds with him, I mean that's not you coming here, but at the same time you're coming here at the same time, you know, like just in a cop way, I guess you could say.
For anybody that doesn't know though, man, like there's actual recordings of like someone recorded all the fucking the cop chatter.
They're all over Instagram and
scanners
Facebook
and all that. Of how like they're just, you know, bodyguarding this guy. Like, all right, the guy with the rainbow fucking hair, you know, he looks ridiculous. You'll know who he is. You know, it's funny.
You know, my favorite right now, it isn't a real picture, but it's a meme. It's a meme that's a cop car and it's fucking colored rainbow, and apparently the siren goes wee 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 wee.
Like a cop car.
My man knows the song, but
Wayne.
yeah, but apparently old boy is out here with the police. I believe it. One of the videos that was put out there, my man was on O Block.
Man, that's bullshit, bro.
That's
he
bullshit.
Was early in the morning.
Apparently,
man, nobody was there.
Evidently, he was there.
Man, I don't.
But everybody knows what time the birds chirp out here. What time do the birds chirp, fellas?
5 a.m.
Like 5, bro.
Yeah,
like 5 a.m.
Clockwork,
Sometimes you're up before your alarm sets you off, and these birds are waking you up.
Yeah, straight up.
But yeah, that's this guy right here, and the latest video that peaked, which I think pretty much blew everybody's mind.
The baby mama shit?
The baby mama, Slim Danger. Yeah.
That's her name. Was she a rapper?
Slim Danger.
No,
she's
it's baby mama. I mean, if she raps, I ain't gonna really listen to her. But apparently, she posted this video, and she came out and was like, this dude Chief Keef don't do shit for his kid, and like 2 seconds later, there's a cloud of smoke, and bam. There goes Mr. Rainbow Hair, Mr. Fuck Guy, Tekashi 6ix9ine, and basically trolling this guy, man.
75,000.
Yeah,
that's what he spent for that bag.
No, the whole time shoot.
The
bag ain't no 75,000. If that was, then he's goofy.
If maybe a few
thousand. You know, most people think that this took place in Chicago, but no. Apparently, he flew out. Yeah, he flew out to New York. This might sound crazy, guys, but I put this guy nowhere near in the league of the guy I'm about to name. But this is some 50 Cent shit, guys.
That's 50.
You remember when 50's
the best
Rick Ross's bro?
Yeah.
He just did a
50's on a whole nother
this
level.
This guy did some homework and was like, I want to be like 50.
Oh.
Hey, you see how
when he was in kindergarten, he was drawing pictures of this guy.
You see how one of Chief Keef's baby mamas curved that guy, curved Tekashi though? Like I seen pictures of it, you know. And I'm not fucking looking at, you know. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not over here fucking searching fucking social media trying to fucking find out what's going on with this guy. But this shit pops up.
Yeah, this shit just pops up. It's Chicago.
It's like just a screenshot of, I guess, one of Chief Keef's baby mamas. You know, he got in contact with her, just, you know, asking her if she wanted to go shopping. And he's like, nah, you know, I'm Chief Keef's baby mama still. Like,
exactly.
She ain't no sellout though. That's some respect that shit.
Personally,
like, that bitch. Fuck that other thought though, man.
Fuck her. But personally, my favorite video is the one where he's rubbing all on her tits. I mean, I hate to sound vulgar.
That's fucked up.
I mean, I hate to say it because I fuck with Chief Keef.
That's how you know that's a thought, though.
And I'm rooting for Chief Keef, but yes, that's how we know this is a thought. That's how we know this is a fucking thought, yo. But guys, but
like you can wear a hoe, but you still a hoe, so you can't keep it.
Y'all think she sold it for some link?
Hey man, like she was pretty busted. I figured like he'd do a little better than that though, right?
Bro, she kind of looked like.
You see how they put that meme with her next to Mater from Cars?
Yeah, bro. I was gonna say she looked like one of those animals off of Ice Age, bro. Yeah. Like, man, she ain't all that.
But it's just the fucking disrespect. That's all.
It is the disrespect.
It's just that, bro.
The funniest meme by far, and I'm gonna close. I'm gonna close the segment here. And the funniest meme by far is one I read today. It was like, if 6ix9ine want to impress me, he needs to show me a picture of holding KK, aka Chief Keef's baby. Damn. Yeah, bro, that was fucked up. That's fucked up. You don't fuck with another man's baby. As a matter of fact, Chief Keef, this is a shout out to you, bro. You Chicago grown, bro. You know.
How's he letting that shit slide
still,
though?
I hope you don't let this shit slide, bro.
And maybe he's on some real Chicago shit. Like, I'm gonna let this shit die down for like a month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then niggas gonna catch it and like a McDonald's drive-through. Yeah. Well, you see how like he was following them for a while, right? You see how like I didn't look it up. But yeah, so like Tekashi would be like in LA, and then like the next day you see a picture of it.
When he got jumped at LAX?
I'm not sure, but the next day you'd see a picture of fucking Chief Keef, and he's like in Beverly Hills, and that's why they put out those memes where it's like Chief Keef like Tekashi 6ix9ine went to Mars, and this Chief Keef with an astronaut suit on. Like it's trolling to like level number 30, bro.
Just a heads up out there. This is a Chicago podcast, all right? I'm gonna root for my Chicago grown home niggas, all right?
Dude.
Regardless,
we ain't got no rainbow hair now.
Chief Keef, I don't promote violence, but bro, slap this guy, bro. Slap this guy. Bro. Slap this fucking guy, bro.
Anybody in Chicago?
Don't kill him, all right? Don't kill him, because I'm.
He's doing it in quotations, though, guys.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
No. I mean that shit, bro. Really, go out there and slap this guy, bro. Niggas need to get out there and show the hands. Put the hand work out there. Put the guns down. Put the hand work out there. Bro, Chief Keef, slap this guy. Ace, bro, what's on that subject, bro?
Yo.
Oh my God.
Shit.
It's fucking Dishwasher Ed.
The sky cracked and thundered.
Yo, I'm sorry for showing up late.
There was like a zipper in the sky, and
once
he just
again
fell from there.
I got a car that's overheating, and this guy's valet guy wanna fucking give me a hard time and figure out who I am before I enter the premises. The Chicago traffic is heavy duty.
It was real bad in Indianapolis.
Anyways, just to jump back on your subject with the Tekashi real quick, I don't mean to bring it back up, but yeah, dude, something's gonna happen to that guy. I mean, he's running around yapping off at the mouth. There's kids out here who are running around getting killed for mumbling, and Tekashi is speaking
Rick
English
Ross
words, and people can understand what he's saying, and he's making fun of the BDs and the GDs or whatever he was making fun of.
That's some real shit, though,
That's
guys.
real shit. These people he
we
making
don't
fun
fuck
of
with them guys or nothing like that, but like that's real shit right now.
These are people he's making fun of who have lost people to this title, this nonsense of what's going on in Chicago. So these people obviously take it serious. Just because we're speaking on the subject don't mean to lessen it anymore, but there's people out there who are willing to get this guy for nothing just because that'll get their name up there. Just for a name. Everybody's out here clout chasing.
Yeah,
straight up.
Chicago ain't a joke, all right? That's I like to promote the city as much as I can because I do feel like it's a beautiful city, but just like how everything is beautiful, it has an ugly side. And
Chicago just got a really bad
Chicago
ugly
has
side, man.
one bad ugly side, and guess what? A lot of that is gang violence.
Yeah.
And a lot of that gang violence, I'm sorry to say, is just in about a little bit of everywhere.
And you know what? We probably sound like a fucking a broken record now, because you guys probably hear all these fucking documentaries about Chicago, but as we see it, right now there is a lot of fucking just crazy shit. Like it's not no joke when people say fucking sun's out, guns out. Because as soon as it gets nice, man, that's where people are looking for each other. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. When that snow clears, because we usually get a really big blizzard here in Chicago. If you're not from here, we get like, you know, a foot, 2 feet minimum every fucking winter. But as soon as that snow clears, man, best believe there's shots going off. Because there's people that have been itching to get motherfuckers all winter.
And you know what? We're not sorry for sounding like a broken record because this is what's going on.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, to not speak on the issue would be...
It is what it is.
It would be nonsense.
Injustice to you guys.
And to contradict to Ace's statement, when the winter does come out, more hoodies come out and more pockets are available to be throwing whatever you need to be throwing in them pockets.
True.
So if somebody's walking around with a hoodie, it's double the trouble in the winter
time. It's game time. It's game time.
Because we get to run around with ski masks.
Oh man. Oh. Yeah. Number one, what are you doing outside in the wintertime? Number two, it's Chicago.
Guys, I'll give you guys.
It's gonna go down.
I'll give you guys a crazy story. A couple years ago, I believe this is when the Chicago Bears played Green Bay, and I believe they played them at home. I'm not sure on that, but I know for a fact they played Green Bay. And we were over at my my woman's cousin's house, and this was actually across the street. And across the street from us was 89th and Brandon. If you guys are not familiar with that area, then you don't know. For those that are, know where it's at. But on this day, I'll never forget it. We were watching the Bears, right? This was the year that the Bears were promised. I believe they just got Jared Allen, and they just looked like to win a Super Bowl that day. We lost to Green Bay that day. Whatever. That's not the point. But this is what happened. Out of nowhere, we just hear bah, 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 bah. You know, this shit sounds funnier than what it's supposed to sound like, but that's what we heard. Come to find out, this dude took off on foot and started shooting into the projects on 89th and Brandon. This was, if my memory serves me correct, was about 4 years ago.
Is that with the AK?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Okay. Did you hear about that?
Oh yeah, I heard about that one.
He lit up the cops, or
he
lit up the neighborhood.
Oh,
he lit up the neighborhood.
Yeah,
so
that's fucking nuts, man.
Like I said,
AK-47.
Chicago is a bittersweet city, and by bittersweet, I hope most people know what it means. Is that it's a very beautiful city.
It's a beautiful city.
It's a beautiful city, guys. I recommend everybody come out here.
You can find anything you want here, but at the same time, you can find everything you don't want to see, man. There's fucking crackheads. There's fucking a bunch of fucking homeless people, man, and they're scattered across. So sometimes it doesn't look like so much, but they're everywhere, guys. And I mean, just because it's not on the mainstream or whatever, but like, there's a heroin and crack epidemic going on in the hood right now, man. There's a lot of people.
I believe in the West Side.
Yeah, man.
50 people just got busted. 50 people in the West Side. Well, at least 50 or more got busted over. Was it heroin?
It might have been heroin.
Might be.
But
heroin.
I mean, dude, there's still like big crack houses. There's videos on fucking online right now where like South Chicago. You know what I mean? If you look it up on YouTube, there's people like 60 people running out of crack house before the cops come. You know, it's crazy, and it's still going on right now.
And it doesn't even need to be a crack house. It could be under these viaducts. I was just seeing the other day, there was an article on Chicago Breaking News on how Lower Wacker Drive, they fenced off one of the areas that a lot of the homeless people sleep in, you know, and it's crazy because you could drive past, you could be sitting in traffic and glance off to the left or the right on a busy expressway in Chicago and see homeless people living underneath these bridges and viaducts. And
even in the winter.
Yeah, even in the winter. That's where the wind gets blocked, you know? People are looking for shelter, and fucking Chicago's over here worrying about tax dollars, and yet they're worried about the homeless and where they sleep.
Nah, bro. They're worried about making money.
No, the city's about money.
The city's about money.
It's sad.
I mean, Daly fucking left with a bunch of money, dude. Regardless, I don't care what anybody said. You think that guy ran Chicago and his dad ran Chicago for that many years and just walk out empty-handed? Fuck no. That's why Rahm Emanuel right now was trying to sell his, Obama's. No, I'm sorry.
No, that's Rod Blagojevich.
I'm sorry. Rod Blagojevich. But I'm just saying, like, the scope of corruption in Chicago is just like something we wouldn't even be able to imagine. It's only in movies, dude. And I wish I can prove this, but Chicago's been like this since fucking Capone days, man.
Well,
this
is real bro. Shit. Did you know that the Chicago has a nickname, the Windy City, correct?
Right. Yes,
did you know that the Windy City was named because of its corruption, not because of its weather? Did you guys know that?
I remember hearing something like that, but
it's because of its corruption. Did I look into depth with that? No, I didn't. But I heard that a long time ago, and I heard that from a number of people. But with corruption, guys, that all matters about who you vote for. And shout out to my girl, who promotes a lot of people to go out there and vote. Do a lot of people here vote? I'm pretty sure they won't state their opinion. Voting is something personal.
That's something me, like, I'm sorry to cut you out, but, like, I don't vote, bro.
I don't vote either, bro.
You guys gotta vote.
Well, see, and this is something we clash a little bit on, because at the same time, it's like, I don't want to be one of those hippies like, well, votes don't matter, because technically they do. But when you feel and you start reading in depth with all this, like, corruption and, like, especially just like off the top of the head, like the Hillary campaign, how she's so corrupt and all that, it's crazy, to think that your vote would actually sway anybody's fucking opinion, like their opinion, the status quo, which would be getting whoever they want elected, bro. And that's for real.
Well, a lot of the times, bro, like, for example, this past election, it was about voting for the less of two evils. Now,
a lot
that's
of people, a horrible way to think about it, too.
It is a horrible way, because you're fucked no matter what. And to be honest, voting, no matter who the candidate is, even Bernie Sanders, who knows, might have some demons out there, but you're always gonna put someone in office who's just not fit. You're never gonna get an honest politician. But I'll give you a perfect example. I can't remember what state it was. It was somewhere in the South, but there was going to be a senator elected who had a record of being a pedophile. He was about to be put in office.
Was he acquitted or something, or was it?
He was acquitted, bro.
That's fucking crazy.
He was about to be voted into the Senate, bro. Now check this out. Beck was on that election like crazy. I came in from work. She was watching CNN. I'm like, what the fuck you watching CNN for? Like, this is Alabama. It was one of those states. Like, I could care less. But no, if you really read in detail, this dude was gonna get elected, and this dude was, what his MO was? His MO was
like
that
his slogan.
Well, not like his slogan, but like what his motive was is that Jesus wants him to be in office.
God.
Yeah.
Every single time,
but
someone brings up. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you finish, man, because I got something.
Let's cut it on religion for right now. For right this second, we'll get to it. But this guy was throwing that in there, and guess what? The people of that state were fucking voting for him. That's what's wrong with this country, bro. Is that people are brainwashed. People are brainwashed, which leads me to this. A lot of people might be pissed off. I don't care what you say, but I'm not for religion. I'm not. I was. I believe I spoke. I believe I spoke to you this before. You can fact check this shit, bro. Yeah. I've told you this before that I have turned religious, and over the years I've came to find out that religion is a joke. A lot of people.
We don't want to offend anybody.
We don't want to offend nobody.
But at the same time,
everybody has their beliefs.
Everybody has their beliefs, and what they feel is a spiritual connection to whatever they feel. But at the same time, when you really start like researching and start going back, and I mean, Drew, are you religious or no?
No, man. I mean, I'm Christian, but
you're Christian.
I believe what I believe, but I respect what you guys
are
saying.
No, I understand. Like, why don't we don't, I definitely don't want to offend you, but at the same time, we always have to think like, just now in a day of science and a day of questioning and wherever we are right now is like everybody's just the focus is shifting onto another plane, I guess.
Here's the big deal, Ace, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but this is my deal. All right. A lot of you people might get pissed off. I don't care, but my opinion is out there. All right. How many of the people in this room have baptized their kids?
I have.
Okay.
Everybody, I think everybody does because.
Let's stop there. Hold on.
All right.
Sorry. Okay. Now, if you don't mind me asking you guys, why did you baptize your kids?
Well, me mainly because my wife and I clash on religion. She's, I wouldn't say devout, but she's Catholic, and I'm not an atheist. I consider myself, I guess, agnostic. You know, because I like to question a lot. You know, and that's where we bump heads. But that's mainly the reason because technically, I mean, nobody knows. Nobody knows, man. Nobody fucking knows. So it's like, you know, I guess there's I accepted that fact that, you know.
Ace, let me give you my take. All right. But to put this out there and to be real as hell, I think religion is bullshit. And I'm going to state why. When I was a kid, my parents took me to church all the time. I went to OLG. I went to Annunciata. I went to St. Francis de Sales. Now, anybody in here, let me ask you guys, did you guys go to any of those churches as a Catholic kid? Now, another question. Did anyone...
Everybody nodded yes.
Did everybody get a word of God? Did you guys leave the church that day with a lesson, something that made you change your way of being?
Well,
honestly.
All right, so there's all right, the parables that are in the Bible, I mean, and like the morals of every story.
Well, here's the thing.
No, hold on, let me.
Okay.
I agree with it. I agree with it in the sense that, you know, be good to your neighbor. You know, don't covet your neighbor's wife. Yes. All that stuff. You know, thou shalt not kill. All that. You know, but at the same time, I don't think someone should praise a being that lived thousands of years ago. Well, I guess 2,000 years ago, right? And I mean, I don't feel that. I didn't feel a spiritual connection with all that. You know, I understand and I embrace those morals and all that stuff from that, and I take my part from that, you know, as being like a good person, you know. Yes. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and kneel and pray every day. That's not me. That's
my thing, Ace. All right, because I feel like I'm a good person as well. I feel like I do the best I can to be a better human being, and to me, that's being closer to God than going to the church and sitting there and telling this man my sins. I feel like I shouldn't have to do that.
Especially like just a stranger. I never got that. Like, you know, you're supposed to automatically trust this person because he's in a robe, and I mean, no offense to nobody, but it's just it's hard. Like, you're gonna spew your deepest secrets to
somebody you don't
stranger,
know. Somebody you don't know,
and that might be a fucking pedophile.
You don't know that. You don't know that. We don't know. It is possible. It is possible because what? It's been recorded. Now here's my thing. Am I religious? No. Do I believe in God? Absolutely. And I believe the great Tupac, shout out to Tupac, he had a quote a long time ago. I might have it wrong, but this is what I remember from him. Why do I have to go to God? God can come to me. You know? Like that guy that has that mega church. Dude.
Joel Osteen, I think?
Dude, are you kidding me? Honestly, in my opinion, that guy's a joke. Alright? If you're fucking telling people to just keep donating to your church, it's not what church is about, man. I'm sorry, it's not. And this might piss off people again. I might have said it for the third time, but it's true, and I feel like my message should get out there. It might piss people off, and for the people that it does piss off, good. I'm glad. Email me. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, and message me, dude. I'll be more than glad.
I think where you're trying to get with this is like
I feel like y'all threw the ropes on me. Hold it back.
There's a lot of extortion going on with people's spiritual beliefs, And especially like a lot of these old like Christian guys that are on TV like midnight, and you see their fucking infomercials like, oh, you know, you will be absolved, and you see them in a video on Facebook, and they're talking about, please, God wants me to have this $100 million jet. And I already have 2 of those jets.
That's what I wanted to bring up.
I already have 2 of those jets, but you know what? This third one, it gets me across the world without landing and refueling. So God wants that. God wants to speak to me alone.
By the way, that's why that was the last stroke with this religion shit. When I read that, when I heard that and seen that video where the guy wanted a jet, that did it for me as far as religion, bro. Like that, because you know what? That's manipulating people. Bro, that's like, creating
prime example of that. Prime example of that is Scientology. This guy, the creator of Scientology, was the author of over. I think he has the record actually of the most science fiction and all those types of books. Basically, like he makes up stories, right? And he was recorded, and I mean, this is allegedly, of course. He was recorded in a bar with his friends saying, if you ever really wanted to make money, you start a religion. You know, because why?
No, not a religion, a cult.
Because religion is tax exempt. So everything you get from that, that's in your pocket, and you could redistribute it whatever you want, right? Yeah. So this guy went on, and he ended up, I think he ended up dying before they went tax exempt. Someone else took over, but Scientology is alive and well right now, and the stories that are coming out of like in interviews of people that are in that religion are just fucking crazy, man. Just crazy stuff going on. Like they don't let them leave. They work for 16 hours a day for about like 10 cents an hour. You know, they don't make money because they're here like praising this fucking guy.
That's wrong. That's human manipulation. All right. And you know who did that? That was Hitler. That was fucking Hitler.
Yeah, dude. Hitler was like, well, he got a bunch of scientists and all that, you know, like to see what tones and what like hand gestures attracts different people and all that. And
mind manipulation,
bro.
Yeah,
he fucking
You can control human beings. Yeah, if you're that smart and you have the tools. And it's not even like real tools like what a mechanic uses. It's mind games, dude. It's mind games. You know, it's stuff that you use your brain for. You know, a lot of human beings have this. And you know what scares me to say is that a lot of the smartest human beings who were fucking evil have it. And that's how they were able to put evil on this world.
Well, they have the charisma and like that attraction to other people.
You know? And one of very few was, like I said, was Hitler. Some may argue was Saddam Hussein. Some may argue, but
it doesn't even. I don't even think it has to be like a hugely bad person. Like people that make cults. Like I mean, I just want to give this shout out, I guess, you know, to fucking Netflix. It has this great documentary. It's called Wild Country. So I'm checking this out, and this Indian guy was a guru and a mystic, right? And he ended up getting a following, and they call him the Bhagwan and all this, right? And this is something I never heard of, dude. From 1981 to 1985, I want to say. Maybe it was a little longer than that. You know, don't quote me. If you guys want to see the documentary or whatever, yeah, Wild.
It's on Netflix.
But so they moved from India to Oregon, a little fucking part in Oregon. Yep. They bought a bunch of land there. They bought a farm, like 80,000 acres. And this guy had people just mind control. They're like just, I mean, they didn't really do bad stuff either, though. You know, they actually built agriculture there. They started farming. They built a lake, a fucking dam. You know, there were good things going on there, but, you know, a lot of people that were there, they were old school, retired white people, you know? So it's like to see a bunch of hippies and Indians and foreigners going into their place and just in their eyes ravaging the place, you know, like doing what they want, because I mean they believed in free sex and like their marriage was way different because they can, I guess you would call it monotonous.
You're right? Part of a cult, so
monogamy.
Whatever he says goes.
Yeah, so, definitely. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if he told them all to drink the Kool-Aid, they would drink the Kool-Aid. But I mean, that whole thing was about like love and all that. Yeah. But you know what, man? They were doing a lot of psychedelics, man, like fucking LSD and mushrooms, and I got a lot to say about mushrooms.
Oh, man,
just to throw it on there.
Do tell.
All right, just
Do tell.
a small experience. I mean, a lot of people have like a bad picture about mushrooms, but I actually do mushrooms frequently. Well, not so frequently, but I do. I like to delve in them because it's just like a reset, man. It like fuck a vacation sometimes. I mean, vacations are great. Don't get me wrong. You spend time with family, and it's a bunch of crazy experiences when you're on that trip, though, bro. It's about like a 3-4 hour trip if you take enough, I guess.
What's
you know,
enough?
maybe about like an eighth.
Okay.
About an eighth, give you
Jesus.
about like, dude, it's a fucking ride, man. If you take 1 or 2 grams, that's the easy part. Like, you can take a gram and go to the bar and feel nice. You know what I'm saying? You could chill and all that, have some spaghetti legs, I guess.
But did you hear any sounds? And if you did they sound anything like this?
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. In my head, I guess. But the way I explain this, though, the way I like explaining this is after a like a good mushroom trip is like maybe you're going, all right, so you're sledding down a hill, right, with snow and all that, right? And after a while, you keep sledding on the same spot. You start digging deep, right? You start making tracks, right? So after a certain while, you try to go up to the top of the hill, try to go down, and you can't take any other track but the track you already made because it's deep. And when I say when you take mushrooms after that trip, it's like a fucking avalanche hit, and you can choose on the top of that hill wherever you want to go, what track you want to make. You know what I'm saying? It's like
crazy.
Yeah, dude.
It's like choosing your own path. And
yeah, I mean, it literally scientifically changes, rearranges your brain waves and your neurons and all that. It's a little bit more scientific than I'm explaining it. But if you guys want to look it up, just how psilocybin, which is the active ingredient in mushrooms, is affecting the brain.
Name and Google it. Would it be psychedelics?
Yeah, just put magic mushrooms, and right now they're being treated for addiction and like alcohol, especially like alcoholism and heroin, and they're treating people with addiction.
This is just a shout out to homegrown stuff that works in comparison to these fucking pharmaceutical companies that are fucking ass. You know?
Yeah, definitely right now.
So Ace, how did you enjoy it, bro? How was it?
It's like a 3-4 hour trip, man. It's tough. If you never done it before, you get a little paranoid, and it's always better to do it with someone in a good environment, with someone that's done it before, that's experienced that can calm you down.
Somebody you trust.
Because it's a recorded fact that if a really bad trip, if you were at any point in your life maybe like prone to be schizophrenic or something like that, that kind of like rattles that loose. Like you can have a bad trip and not really be yourself after that.
You can basically be a tornado in a bottle.
A fucking crazy person, man. I mean, and just by that, you kind of like, when you're in your trip, you have some moments of clarity where it's like, fuck, I'm not tripping, and then it fucking smacks you like, I'm still here, motherfucker.
In waves.
But yeah, definitely in waves. But at the same time, like, you get to think, right? You get to think about everything that's going on, and man, dude, you always think about how fucked up, just like how maybe someone just stayed in the deep end, and just kept on wanting to feel those feelings, because they feel great, but at the same time, you need to get the fuck out. It's time to go. I experienced this stuff, and you know what? Maybe it's time to wrap it up a little bit.
You can't live in that reality forever.
You can't, man. But I mean, maybe that's where some of these fucking homeless people are. They took so much LSD in the fucking 80s and all that stuff going around. Maybe they went a little crazy, man. You never know.
Yeah, maybe addiction is a problem, and not maybe
definitely a problem,
and maybe not just a mental thing, which is something that I have said in the past that is not a factor. But doing upon my research, it appears that addiction to drugs and addiction to these kind of drugs, I mean, not necessarily pointing out psychedelics, but just drugs in period, that they could lead you to wanting to do this every single day. For example,
I believe I got a bar from you last Sunday.
Fucking chocolate bar, man. Shaped in a Nintendo controller.
And a Nintendo controller.
The irony in that, you can't
Shrooms.
control a goddamn thing.
Fucking shrooms. And I believe it was Saturday night where you hit me up and it's like, bro, I got him. You know, I'm like, man, dude, I can't do him right now. But Sunday afternoon, what happened, Ace?
Fucking tripped an ass, man.
Yeah, man. I talked to some people of mine and they were like, you know, when I do them in nature. We're in Chicago. We're really not close to nature, so the closest thing I got was my backyard. I popped out one of my my lawn chairs, sat in the back, popped it. About an hour went by, like I thought, because I did edibles before, and I doubted them for about 45 minutes. I kept talking shit to my guy, telling him like, hey man, I ain't feeling shit till I got fucking hit like Mike Tyson, you know. The thing that I recollect from my trip experience wasn't
the mushroom trip or
the shrooms. The shrooms.
Okay.
It wasn't very big, but I will say this: when I was outside, looking into my backyard, there's a lot of trees. Let me tell you, the trees have never looked so mesmerizing in my life. It was foggy this day. It was a Sunday around 5 p.m. I'm sorry, 5 p.m., 6 p.m. It was foggy as well. But let me tell you, Ace, dude, those trees
they look crazy.
Were dancing. They were dancing, and I couldn't stop staring at them. I loved it. I loved every second of it. I couldn't stop staring at it. When I realized that I was tripping balls. I mean, I wouldn't say tripping balls because if
you would know,
I would know, but I definitely know that I was tripping. When I'm tripping balls, I would say maybe it's about 4 to 6 hours. I definitely admit that I trip maybe about 3 to 5. So as soon as that happened, I believe I hit you up. I told you that how I was feeling, and I went in my room and I started watching Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay, one of my favorite comedies.
Fucking gay ass scenes on there.
Shout out to my girl. She watched over me and made sure that I was okay, and so did my guy Ace, because this was my first time doing shrooms. He called me pretty frequently. Good friend here. Another crazy trip was when I was staring at my Bears Snuggie. Go Bears, bear down, baby. Chi-Town. I was staring at my Bears Snuggie, and it looked like fucking lava, bro. It was just waving back and forth, and I just couldn't help but admire the way it looked. Now,
that's a small dose. So, like, for people that don't know, like, that's probably like maybe a gram, 2 grams, and you can have fun off that. You can literally like go to the movies and see some cool stuff. But anything more than maybe like 3 grams or 4 grams, man, you're stepping it up. You don't think you're gonna be able to fucking go out like that, you know?
And you know what? That's where I can see where the low dose of shrooms is. Yes, this is this.
Thunderbolts cracked in the sky again. What the fuck?
You just popped out of the ground.
Hey,
like a mole.
I should wear a bell around my neck so you guys get the warning when I'm on my way.
Yeah, right, for real, bro. Yeah.
Anyways,
throw the bat signal.
So what I'm saying is, you know, I've definitely felt a low dose effect of shrooms. I've definitely felt a high dose effect. But the low dose, I could definitely see why people are pushing to get mushrooms prescribed to people who have certain disorders with their mental, because I have anxieties, you know. I've been off Xanax, and Xanax feels good, but it gets you kind of tired if you take too much. Shrooms, if you take too much, you just get to another point where you're basically rewriting your personality. You're going through such a fucking a wash down. It feels like acid rain, you know. And I can see why they're trying to prescribe that, because some people, you know, they go off the loose end, you know, whether they meant to do it or not, or just born that way, you know. And I think that's a pretty good solution to that, man. A low dose prescription of some shrooms, you know, let somebody see a different perspective.
That's an addict, right?
That's somebody that can gradually.
And it's just like the way I look at it too, though.
Increase.
I mean,
same thing with an addict,
the way you look at it too, though, it's like an addict. When you really think about it, all he does is he's thinking about his next fucking hit, right?
His next hit, yep.
And if you get a 3 or 4 hour fucking trip into another fucking dimension, last thing you're gonna do when you get out that bitch is think about it. think about another hit. You know, maybe for till the next day. Who knows? But you just experience maybe something spiritual, something fucking you. Man, I'm not gonna sit here and like you talk to fucking God. You don't. But you do feel something that you regularly don't feel.
Something's gonna hit your head,
and it's not just like the psychedelics. It's a feeling of
missing your senses.
Almost, yeah,
it's like
belonging.
you get
missing the point of power, like where somehow
you drop your ego.
Your head is now in control. You're in control. Your head is now in control. For example, I'll add this, guys. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I hadn't smoked weed in a very long time, guys. A very long time. And throughout that time, dude, I was drinking my ass off. I mean, it was getting to the point where I was drinking Saturday at like as soon as 11 a.m. And I'm not gonna lie, it went on for a while. So as of recently, and this is recently, I want to say maybe a month or two, where it really hit me, and I'm like, dude, this shit is wrong. This shit is fucking wrong. Day drinking is fucking wrong. So what I did was I smoked a little bud. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are against it. You know what? I support it. I'm not a pothead. Okay, I don't smoke weed every day. I know cats that do, and guess what? I support them. Shout out to you niggas.
Yeah,
you guys are my guys, all right? But let me tell you something. I went to go see Infinity War the day it came out, and I smoked my ass off that day. And when I left the theater, I was still high as a kite. And the only thing that popped in my head at the time was like, dude, you fucking drink your ass off. This needs to stop. Anyways, enough about that. We've talked our asses off, and we haven't addressed probably one of the most biggest subjects of the week, and that's the NBA Finals. Yes, LeBron James. Yes, and I'm saying it again, LeBron James, because if you say the Cleveland Cavaliers, I'm going to say, yo, you don't know shit, because this man was a team. I hate crediting this guy because...
and my guy Droz, Golden State all day.
A lot of the times he deserves the credit, and I hate the guy. That's me coming out and saying I hate it. I've said it multiple times, but this guy played his ass off, man. But... at the same time, I also got to say, this man played in the Eastern Conference, man. Come on. There's a bunch of bums out there. And which leads me to the... I know. Dishwasher Ed.
There's a Celtics fan in the building.
I just stopped the dishwasher with my bare hands. I just put it on there with my fingertips. And he's in there struggling to get out. Yes. The Celtics. They are damn good. They're fucking badass. They got Kyrie Irving. They're gonna get Gordon Hayward back. But this year, because we're talking about this year,
Golden State.
KD.
Durantula.
That's how you feel.
Does anybody even call him that anymore?
My guy right here does.
Oh man,
my guy right here does.
I've been calling Durantula for years. But why did this man change his name to the fucking Slim Reaper? That shit is whack. That shit is fucking whack. Durantula, baby. KD. If you ever listen to this podcast, a bunch of fucking
guys hyped them up.
If you ever listen to this podcast, bro, I've been following you since you were a fucking Seattle Sonic, bro. And even then, I was like, yo, that's fucking Durantula. Yes, bro, you are not the Slim Reaper. That fucking nickname is weak, bro. Durantula. I still remember the day y'all played the Lakers on Christmas. They said Durantula versus Black Mamba. That was like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Class.
Let me get to it. Yes, you remember that. Let me get to this, because the finals is over. It's been a week. LeBron, I'm sorry, you're not in the GOAT conversation no more. That conversation shouldn't be brought up no more. You've already lost as many titles as LeBron won them. So we're on to the next subject. You're in the fucking dishwasher head. Throw this man in the dishwasher machine, bro. Throw that man in there, bro. Throw him in there and rinse him out, and don't let him come back out.
Peep sauce about LeBron. Right now, as we speak, it is June 15th. It's a Friday. My weekend's about to start. But before we get into the weekend, back to LeBron. Yo, anybody from Cleveland speaking good on this man's name or speaking, matter of fact, speaking bad.
Yeah.
Yo, if LeBron leaves Cleveland, You guys got to throw this man a party.
Nah.
A fiesta.
Yes. Okay.
He brought y'all the championship.
Yes. Yes.
Cleveland, one of the sorriest towns. I don't mean it like that.
Build him a statue.
I don't mean it like that. You know, shout out to Cleveland, shout out to Cuddy, shout out to Ohio.
Build him a statue. Fuck that guy.
Bro, build him a statue. I hate that guy. I hate him. But Cleveland should build him a statue. Cleveland hasn't seen a sports championship in over 50 years. The Browns ain't win one. The Indians ain't win one. The motherfucking Browns ain't never gonna win one.
What do you feel about that, Joe?
I mean, yeah, LeBron gets his props. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like the whole statue thing, man. He ain't MJ. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, I hate the guy.
He's what, 3 for 6 in the whole
3
thing.
3 for 6,
3
but
for 6.
Look at his individual records.
No, I understand. He puts up points, 50, 70,
franchise
24,
records.
30. You know what I'm saying?
Franchise record.
But it's just like if he joins to another team, man.
I feel like that will deplete his legacy. Real talk.
But that's just him.
But that is him.
Miami.
Did he not start that?
I'm sorry. What you said?
Did he not start?
I think.
Oh no, he started that. Yeah.
Didn't he not start that?
Yeah, he did.
Most people argue that. Well, let me rephrase that. Most LeBron sexuals argue that Boston started first. Look, guys. Yeah. Okay. They formed the Big Three. KG, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce. But for you motherfuckers that just now tuning into the NBA, Wikipedia these motherfuckers. They joined that shit when they were fucking past their prime, yo. They already had 10 years plus.
Super OGs.
10 years plus past the league,
Can't forget Rondo, though.
And Rondo, who was... Bro, I mean, he was essential to that team, bro. He was essential to that team.
Yeah, Rondo was dropping floaters, yo.
Bro, that guy was the man.
He broke his arm in the playoffs, didn't he, or something like
Yeah,
that?
he
played still.
Yes, and he played still.
That's some Kobe shit.
That was that first round versus the Heat. I believe in their first playoff run with LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, man. I'm being serious. Yeah, this man, look, he deserves his props. I ain't going to deny him that because what he's doing is straight up humiliating because... You know, he's straight up demolishing teams by himself. The Pacers could have had him. Toronto Raptors, Toronto Raptors, you guys are a fucking disgrace.
He's a freak.
DeMar Rosen, Kyle Lowry, you guys ain't worth shit. All right, you guys fucking suck. This new coach with the last name Nurse, yeah, that nigga needs to trade y'all guys. Okay, he needs to trade y'all. And Boston Celtics, you guys are the future. All right, you're not Kyrie Irving. It's up to the motherfucking management to keep this guy. If you guys even consider looking at LeBron, this man is leaving. Alright? Unless you guys will get the biggest name that just dropped this weekend, which is, hit it, Dro. Who is it? San Antonio Spurs.
Who?
Man, Kawhi motherfucking
Leonard,
ain't going over
there.
The
man.
Claw.
Well, what about him, though? He ain't gonna go
Bro.
over. He ain't staying there.
Can you or can you not see him with the Celtics?
Yeah, but man, the Celtics are too solid. They're good.
So would they not be more solid-er?
No.
Not a word. Not a word.
Check sauce. The Celtics are so solid, they dropped their 2 starters and made it to the Eastern Conference. So imagine when their starters come back.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Gordon Hayward, Kawhi Leonard, they play the same position. Small forward. You're playing a pickup basketball game. Who are you taking?
As them right now?
As them right now. As them right now. And by the way, Gordon Hayward is healthy.
Hayward.
Because this shit, you taking Hayward?
I'll go Hayward.
Oh, I'm winning that shit. 21-3. 21-3. Thank you, Kawhi Leonard.
No, man.
Yeah, bro.
Man.
Kawhi Leonard is the motherfucking truth, bro.
No,
How is Kawhi Leonard not the truth?
I only give it to him because he's the only one right now that can stop KD.
Who?
Leonard.
Okay, so why did you pick Howard?
I mean, just them two.
Hayward.
Back to back, and that's it. I mean, that's them. You know what I'm saying? But, like, if I'm KD or Leonard, I'm getting KD.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's put it this way. You're facing either KD or LeBron, and you got to defend one of those guys with Leonard or
Hayward.
Hayward.
Leonard.
Who you picking?
Oh, Leonard got defense like a motherfucker, man.
Bro,
he's
exactly.
nice. He's nice.
And he can
I'm
score,
not knocking him. You know what I'm
he
saying?
can score the rock too, bro.
Oh, I know. I'm saying he's nice. I'm not trying to do.
To me, he's the biggest He's the biggest free agent out there. You want to know why?
But he's gonna be the same.
He's not a free agent. I'm sorry. I take that back. He's not a free agent because he requested a trade from the San Antonio Spurs. But the biggest free agents out there, starting with number 1, is LeBron James, who's obviously up in air. Nobody knows where he's going to go. Nobody can predict where he's going to go. A lot of people are saying that he will go to Los Angeles. Apparently, according to Gary Payton, former defensive player of the year, is saying that he will commit to a high school in LA. KD is another story. He made it, basically just put it out there, said at the parade, he will remain with the Golden State Warriors, which in my heart and gut, they're the favorites to win it again. Especially with shooters like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, and defenders like Draymond Green, which is one of my favorite players in the game. The next free agent is Paul George. After that is Chris Paul, DeMarcus Cousins, Clint Capella, DeAndre Jordan, Aaron Gordon, JJ Redick, and Derek Favors. Now, to me, there's like 40 other free agents, to me, who I think are whack. The first two, which is LeBron James and KD, ain't, well, LeBron is up in the air. KD is staying at Golden State. So that leaves JJ Redick, who I think is just a solid bench player. So that leaves DeMarcus Cousins, Chris Paul, Paul George. Where do you think they're going, Dro?
Paul George might go to LA.
Think so? With Kawhi?
They're saying with LeBron.
All right, now let me tell you this.
They don't got enough money though.
You think they'll get rid of Lonzo Ball?
Nah, because he's just too hot. It's hot right now.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Lonzo Ball fans. I hope they fucking trade his ass.
Oh, I mean,
I hope they fucking trade his ass.
But he's just hot.
His fucking no, you know what? He's cool. I like Lonzo Ball. He decent. Do I like his dad? Absolutely not.
A dishwasher Ed loves Lonzo Ball.
Oh my god,
that's
here
my
he is,
guy.
bro.
Fuck,
where'd you fucking come from, bro?
Buy his shoes and wear them.
Next time you come here, you need to park. You need to park your hovercraft on the roof, right?
I wanted to let y'all know that I was gonna pop up, but the dishwashing machine broke down. The company came in, see what's good with it, so
fucking teleported your ass.
I just wanted to pop up on y'all.
But listen, no. I got a question for you though. Dishwasher. I mean, the whole Kyrie not giving them the extra extended contract. I mean, was that smart? And then my second is 2 picks, Jaylen Brown for Karl Anthony Towns. What do you do that?
You know, I'm gonna be straight up. I live in the dishwasher, so I didn't hear about the Kyrie issue. The Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, let me refresh you, dishwasher. Apparently, his decision to remain with the team is up in smoke. I'm gonna
Kyrie's.
Put it at that. Yep.
Oh yeah. He said something about I'm not focusing on the past, I'm focusing on the present. Yeah. Kyrie did. I did see a little tab, but I didn't click on it because when shit's trending, I'm not fucking with the trending shit. But I did see that Kyrie was, kind of questionative about his future. And hey, man, like I said, bro, when we got to the talk about Copernic and all these people kneeling and this and that, yo, man, you do what you got to do to make this guala. These people are getting paid millions. I work fucking 40 hours a week, Monday through Friday, and I am not even close near 1,000 a motherfucking week.
Hey, where is Kyrie from? Is he from New York, or am I wrong?
Kyrie's from Duke, ain't he?
No, I mean, like, where's he from? Like, where was he born?
Kyrie Irving?
Yeah.
Oh, man, dude.
Because my guy was telling me, man, shout out to B. He's like, man, you might go to New York unless I'm talking about the wrong player. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm not mistaken, Kyrie Irving, I believe, is from New York. I'm fact checking that right now, guys.
Because he was like, he could be the face of New York. I'm like,
fact checking that right now because I hear that New York wants him.
He could be the face of anything.
Dude, I would love to be the face of Boston.
Bro. They love that dude.
Lies. He's from Australia.
Oh, he is from.
He's from fucking Australia.
Yeah, okay.
Bro.
It's just like Simmons from Australia.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is a couple years ago he chose to either play for the U.S.
Damn.
or the Australia. If you guys remember that year, Paul George broke his leg on the motherfucking
USA team,
on the post. Yeah, it was on the scrimmage game. You guys remember that shit?
Oh yeah, that was nasty.
Back to Paul George. You guys think he's gonna be a fucking beast?
Speaking on that, Joe called it earlier. He's like, is he going to be the same? Now check this.
No.
Wait.
Okay,
check
go
this.
ahead.
On personal experience, I was there. It was Game 4. It was in Indianapolis at the Pacers Stadium. It was the Bulls versus the Pacers. It was a playoff game, Game 4. Dude, I saw Roy Hibbert. I saw Paul George. Light up the fucking Bulls,
dude,
bro.
Yes.
Light up the Bulls. Right? Light up the Bulls. Yeah. Okay. We drove all the way to Indianapolis.
Okay.
It was like a 3.5 hour drive. Nothing major. Maybe 4. We caught a flat on the way there. We made it like in the half of the first quarter. Nice. But, dude, I personally seen Paul George and Roy Hibbert light us up. Dude, I don't think you could lose a touch like that. A touch like that. You know, it's different. Like with Derrick Rose, people say, oh, he hurt himself. You know, he's never going to be the same, and he hasn't been the same. He hasn't been explosive or been doing what he was with the Bulls. But I can tell you, though, you don't lose shooting touch. That's one thing you don't lose. You seen Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward snapped his leg. Gordon Hayward was in a wheelchair working them jump shots. Getting that wrist, the hand in the cookie jar, getting that movement.
Dishwasher. Can I disrupt the dishwasher for 1 second? All right. Listen. All right. This is throwing shade on one of my favorite players in the league, and that's Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is one of my favorite players in the league. Why? Because of his ability to affect every player on his court. But at the same time, he's also taking shots from players that are a bit more talented in their field than he is. One of the things that I always hated about Russell Westbrook before Kevin Durant left was the fact that he was taking last-minute shots. If people don't remember, that was the fact that this man was taking shots with 4 seconds left instead of passing it to KD, who was a way more efficient scorer. That used to piss me off. It wasn't until Kevin Durant's MVP year where everybody I recall has seen that picture where Russell Westbrook is just staring down at KD's MVP award. I feel like that ignited the fire in this guy, in a good and in a bad way. In a good way, he's a one-man team, dude. This guy could do it all. He could beat a team on the road with a fucking there's a quadruple double where you score on four statistics. What is it called for 5? Quintuple or quintuple, something like that. That guy could pull that off. He could do that by himself. He got Paul George, who's, to me, a top 5 defender, had he not would have landed in OKC. And landed Carmelo, who's a top 5 scorer, had he not landed in OKC. I'm ready to go out and say it that OKC, Russell Westbrook, man, you're my guy, dude. You're killing your players. You're just not doing it, dude. Carmelo is not scoring the way he's supposed to. Paul George is not defending the way he's supposed to. And because of the way you play, you might lose these guys in free agency. Especially your best player in Paul George, who I believe for a long time was the best defender next to Kawhi Leonard. What do you guys think if this guy lands with the Lakers and Kawhi? Would that lure LeBron over there? Because it just might happen.
Yeah, they might. But they're going to lose a couple people. That's for sure.
You want to know what I hope?
What?
I hope they lose fucking Lonzo Ball, bro.
Lonzo.
Dude, his fucking dad talks so much shit, bro.
If his dad I fuck with Kuzma, though.
Oh, Kuzma's a dog,
He's nice, bro.
Kuzma's a dog.
I fuck with him, though, man.
Kuzma's a fucking dog, bro.
But, man, it's just this whole NBA, everybody just making that super team. That's all.
You know what? With Lonzo Ball's dad, I think it comes down to, yeah, I know they're in the position they are in, but they have been through some shit. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a small side story, but there is a side story with what happened with his wife. Yeah. You know, she went through her health issues. I love it. You know, I love his arrogance. Like, I love his cockiness. You know, it shows me. To me, the message is, yo, all of yous have the ability out there who are watching the screen right now, watching me talk. This is his message. This is what
You can do it.
This is what I'm seeing as. You know what I'm saying? You can do it.
You
exactly.
Follow your dream,
I mean, look at his son. His son is scrawny. There's no muscle on his body. He's out there on the court. It's nothing to put a ball in the rim.
Which son?
The one on the Lakers.
Lonzo.
Oh,
Lonzo
okay.
Ball.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say
Jello.
the youngest one. I can't stand his face.
Dude,
How about Jello?
No. I think Jello's tight.
Jello's the oldest one.
No,
second. He's the
Jello's the middle one.
So you
So
think he's
Lonzo's
gonna get
the
drafted?
third?
though?
It's Lonzo,
He's the first.
Jello, and LaMelo.
No, there's an older one, ain't there?
Lonzo.
It's Lonzo. Yeah.
No. There's a
Jello.
No.
Jello's the middle.
Jello's the middle.
Yeah,
He's the
yeah.
one that could possibly get drafted.
Yeah.
They all say that he's not all that. I think the guy.
He's nice, bro.
I think he's nice. People say he's garbage. I think he's nice.
I think he's better than his brother.
I think he'll be a better defenseman.
To be honest with you, brother.
To be honest, the guy that I can't stand, people might find it funny. Yo, I can't stand LaMelo Ball. Yo, bro, that fro fucking kills me, bro.
He just cut that shit.
I feel like sneaking into your freaking crib and getting some clippers and just saving that. Yep. You look annoying, bro. You look like you breathe to your teeth.
on some jackass shit.
No disrespect to your ball game, bro, because I think you're an excellent baller, bro.
Nice shot.
Yeah, bro,
Nice
you
shot.
got a really nice shot. I see you hit them 3-pointers all the time, dude. And speaking of 3-pointers, Steph Curry, you're the shit, bro. You know what? But at the end of the day, fuck you, bro. You want to know why?
Why?
Because you changed the basketball game. Everybody thinks they could pull 3-pointers. Everybody
want to be like Steph
everybody
Curry,
wants to
Chef
be like
Curry, man. Steve. Man, come on, man.
Everybody that goes to fucking Cal Park feels like they can shoot like Steph Curry.
You know what? Speaking of Steph Curry, on my way home, I was passing by UIC, University of Illinois at Chicago, and there was a bunch of people hooping there. And out there, I mean, I don't mean to change the subject, but out there was mad Puerto Rican flags.
Yo, the fest.
In
Oh
the
my
place
God,
of, in the place of all places, there was
The
mad
Puerto
Puerto Rican
Rican
flags, and these flags were flying high. And Humboldt Park is going to be appreciating that this weekend when they have the Puerto Rican Day Parade. It's going to be cracking. There's going to be a lot of hand gestures.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of everything going
Straight up,
on.
man.
So please, everybody that's going to be out there, please be mad safe.
Yes, please be mad safe. Chicago, yes, is one of the most beautiful towns in the world, but yes, it does have it has its ugliness, its gangrene. But I'm gonna tell you right now, what isn't so green and what isn't so ugly. Just this weekend, Triple G has just.
He brings up boxing,
Oh
my
man,
guy.
you got to, bro. You got
Yes,
to.
sir.
Triple G has just agreed to, I want to believe, a 57.5 to 42.5 deal with Canelo after Canelo has tested positive for, I can't even pronounce the drug, but apparently it's a muscle building drug. I've done my research on it. It's apparently it's found in tainted meat in Mexico. Before we get into tainted meat,
No, but there's
We
a lot of facts on
we're gonna
that.
get into that. Yes. Ace, start it off, bro. You've been there. I've been there.
No, I'm just
Go
saying,
first.
as a fighter myself, I used to box.
Shout
all the
out
time.
to El Gallo Negro.
That wasn't my name, but yeah, I was
I'll
pretty
call him that.
badass, man.
AJ.
I ain't
Right.
I ain't even trying to stunt, but I feel like as soon as you get that rap, it's over, especially in that type of community, you know. But it does happen. It's been tested. It's been recorded that meat is tainted with those type of hormones, and those hormones transfer to the person eating that, and when it comes up in the bloodstream, in a blood test or urine test or whatever, it's always like small doses though. Like I think if you check out one of the articles, it's not like he was having high doses of this stuff. They found traces,
Yes,
which is
exactly.
like small
Yes.
stuff. Like
He still took him though.
yeah, it's not like he pees in the bottle and they shake it and
Right,
they see.
right.
These guys take it to a fucking lab.
Right.
So if they found traces, there's like very small amounts, So obviously, if he probably got tested maybe 2 hours from that, it'd probably been out of his system, because
It may be 2 or 3.
yeah, but still,
Now, for
you
people
gotta
that
give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
man. This
you
guy's
do.
an athlete, a world class athlete at that.
Yeah, you
I
do.
doubt that he's gonna just out of nowhere start taking fucking steroids and beat the system.
But the big question, I'm sorry, brother.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
But the big question is like Canelo or Triple G in September. Like
September 15th, by the way, 2018. That's this year, and it's just a couple months ahead.
Right. And time flies.
What do the fans want?
They want a show fight, man. They want something that sells tickets, especially, you know, boxing commissioner and all that stuff. The brands like Golden Boy Promotions. I think, isn't he backing one of them, right? He's backing, I think, Canelo, right?
Canelo is with Golden Boy Promotions.
He's gotta be, yeah.
He's with Golden Boy Promotions.
So, you know, that guy, it's all about
the dough, baby. It's all about the dough. Triple G, you're my guy, bro. I got you.
He's gonna
knock this dude out.
He is the
Russian fucking I get that. I get that a lot. I live in a Mexican-esque community where a bunch of these guys, they root for Canelo. Me, honestly, Canelo, bro, I think you're overrated, bro. I felt that way the day you took that match with Floyd Mayweather. I want to say it was like, what, 2012, 2013?
Around there.
I thought you were overrated then. I think you're overrated now. I thought you should have lost that fight last year. And you did lose that fight. But the judges somehow just magically scored some shit. Triple G, you the champion, bro. I'm rooting for you, bro. I got you all the way.
He's winning that shit.
If I had $1 billion, nigga, I'd bet that shit, but I don't.
We're gonna leave you guys with that. Covered a bunch of stuff today. Just tune in to the next one. This one's great. Check us out. My guy, special guest, Dro, always a special guest. Dishwasher fucking Ed, popping up from other dimensions and shit. That's about all we got, guys. Signing out. Ace, Zeus about to sign out.
Yup, I'm out of here, guys. I wish I could express everything, but not enough time in the day. So you guys tune into this episode and tune in to the next episode. We got y'all.
All right, guys.
Peace.